Hello, it's Laura Joy. I like to say something. I don't know very much about music. Actually, there's people who know way more about music. But the one thing I do know is that there's this thing called the tonic. It's home. I may have decided to call it the tonic, but the home of the music. Whoa, gosh. Okay, so okay. Where is the key? It's on this side. There it is. Hi. Okay. In a song, there are notes from A to G. So, saying the ABCs, it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And when you reach G, it starts over on A again. There's a black note in between there, up a half semi or a half step, a semitone. Is that a half semitone? I'm sorry, I'm choking up, aren't I? And you start to. We gotta sit up. Okay. So the home is kind of the origination of the song. It's what makes the song what it is, the home note. And how you notice the home note is that it's repeated and you see it over and over again. Or that's the one that you stay on. Like, you can do it for actions too, but I'm just gonna apply it to music because that's where I learned it. So with the tone, you stay in that tone. And that's kind of what makes the flavor of the song. So if I wanted to change the flavor, I change the energy level, the rhythm, and then the home note. But sometimes it helps me with creating a peaceful environment that's not full of chaos and everything by just standing in one spot and being as still as possible and not making a sound. Oh my goodness. When everything is falling down around me and I want to change something, but I know I shouldn't change something. Just staying where I am and looking straight ahead and realizing what's in front of me, but also just talking to God really helps because He is my rock and my fortress, and I don't need the world, but I do need God. I need something. So, yeah. A lot of the times, kids will kids are separate beings. They'll go off in 2 o'clock, 10 o'clock. They'll go at like 6 o'clock, which would be behind me, or straight down, causing destruction, mayhem, misery, chaos, and I want to fix everything right away, but I think what some parents have learned is that you can't just go and fix something, they do it again. That's just vainly repeating things. And the kids have to learn that when they do something, sometimes their foot gets stubbed. They have stuff dropped on their feet. And when their feet have stuff dropped on them, they hurt and they don't want to go anywhere. That's important for a kid to know. And yes, in a way, I make it happen, but the truth is, I didn't make it happen. I didn't physically do that. And if I try to do that, then it's me. They recognize that as aggression. And they see me as humans. They see me as somebody, this is what humans do to each other. So when they're not around you, there's not that power struggle dynamic as much. So when there is no words being spoken by anyone, when there's dead silence, when I don't know the way I should go or anything about that, I take a look at my memories and what has happened. And even if it's my enemy, like there's that struggle, always thinking, should I act like my enemy or should I not act like my enemy? That's a huge struggle people have. That's sometimes, I think, why they go out in isolation by themselves. But we have no other memory except that memory. So we have to copy something. And if I copy them completely, then then I become them in a sense. And it's not always the best thing because they make mistakes. They're a separate person. They go a different place assigned by God. That's why it's important for me to know that they go a different place. Like that it's assigned by God because it's something outside of myself, you know. Oh goodness. Ugh. Yeah. The staying still thing is from one, Joshua setting the stone by the Jordan River after the children of Israel crossed the river or something, or made it to the river. And there was like a battle before then or something. But God told Joshua to set that stone as a pillar and that it would never be moved. At least from what I remember. And then there's something with a rod. I know Moses took a rod and he struck the stone and water came out of it. There's also a time where he did something with a rod and snakes appeared and bit people and they were healed. But don't make snakes bite people. It's not a good idea. Children need to learn that they themselves will do things to hurt themselves. But they need to know that they need to have a way out of that, some way to deal with that problem of not hurting themselves again. Because if I don't have a way out, and it seems like the right thing to do, it feels good, then I'm just going to keep doing that over and over again. Because one, how brains work is that we form habits, and we don't want to change those habits. At least I think that's how brains work. Also some of them. If I purposely do something to somebody else to harm them, they're gonna take that as I am the aggressor. I think there's something wrong with them. I'm going to be accusing them constantly the rest of my life, the rest of the time they see me. And I'm going to put them in more bad situations. By the way, on my last video, it was kind of a serious topic, and it was goofily being sideways. I apologize for that. That was not intentional, but I still think it was funny that I did that. It wasn't. Sometimes things don't work out the way I want it to, but I'm glad it happened, you know. But one thing I do have to know is that I don't know everything. And some things I don't want to know. But I do like learning. I love learning. And we need to learn. We all do. And I'm not perfect. And I would say I don't want to be perfect, but in the Bible, God tells us be perfect, because he doesn't want us to continually harm ourselves, you know. But we still need to realize that we're not going to be. God said we're not going to be perfect, and we need grace and understanding. There's a Bible verse that's Jesus saying, "Blessed are the peacemakers, blessed are the peacemakers." He might say after that, "For theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Yeah. Anyway, you take care. Okay. Bye-bye.